Can USC live up to the hype? Maybe. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's DJ the Sports Blur here. Did y'all miss me? Before we get into this video, man, I just wanted to say thanks. I just recently hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, and I appreciate anyone who's been riding with me so far. I appreciate all my day ones. I appreciate all my last days as well that just joined me the last video. I just like to get on here, rant about college football, talk my little bit of crap, and keep it moving. I don't think a lot of people say thank you a lot, so I wanted to take time out to say I thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys for riding with me. I'm going to be dropping a few videos today and tomorrow, so I hope you guys like those. And since you're here, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Consider subscribing, and let me know what you guys think. Is Lincoln Riley a good coach or not? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So let's go ahead and get into what we're going to be talking to today. Today, we're going to be talking about the USC Trojans. So if you're not paying attention, just know this. The Trojans are building something that's going to be potentially tremendous out there in La La Land. I mean, they've got their coach, they've got their quarterback, and all the recruits are starting to fit into the piece now. The only real question is, can they put this all together, or will they crumble under the pressure? That's the million-dollar question. I mean, it's tough to put everything together and live up to the hype, especially when your team last year sucked. So a lot of you guys don't know just how bad USC was last year. They were 4-8. They were 2-5 at home. They lost 33-62 to UCLA, 16-31 to Notre Dame. They lost 28-42 to Stanford and 26-42 to Utah. These are marquee games that if you're a team like USC, you absolutely have to win. I mean, USC just used to walk into these games and smoke guys by 50 points. They've been trying to find a coach since Pete Carroll left. They had Coach O there for a while. They had Lane Kiffin. Clay Helton came and he's gone now. Clay Helton came and left. So they've been trying to find a coach, and I really do think they have their guy in Lincoln Riley. So think about this also last year. The mighty Trojans of USC, they only had wins versus San Jose State. They garbage. Colorado, they suck. Arizona, they're terrible. Washington State, they're even worse. So definitely not the best competition there. Think about this. USC last year ranked 89th in total defense, and there's only 130 FBS teams. They had 88 teams that played defense better than USC. So I know what USC fans are thinking. Is it possible that with the new coaching staff, with a new scheme, new players, that this Trojans defense can return to what they once were? Can they return to the dominance that they used to have? Probably not. I don't think so. I think there's only so much you can do in a year. I think there's only so much you can expect from a team that was that bad and how quickly they can get stuff around. I don't see any chance of the Trojans building a defense, at least within in the recent future, that could rival Georgia's or Alabama's. But fortunately for them, they don't have to build a defense that's going to rival those guys. I mean, they're not an SEC team. They're in the Pac-12. Last year, USC, for as bad as they played, they were ranked number 23 in total offense. Lincoln Riley, he can work with that. And I mean, as a matter of fact, he already is. USC is bringing back Andrew Voorhees, Brett Nealon to anchor the O-line. Now, these are two NFL caliber, 6-year starting studs, and they're going to be anchoring the O-line. Gary Bryant Jr., he's heading into his 3rd year in the program. He's a talented wide receiver. Think about this young man. He was the number 5 player in California at one time, and he was the number 7 overall ranked wide receiver in the country when he was coming out of high school. If he's open, Caleb Williams will find him. And the same thing goes for Taj Washington. He's another talented receiver. He came over via the transfer portal from Memphis. He had about 43 catches, over 700 yards. He's going to be an absolute stud. They bought another stud in from Oregon, Travis Dye. He's going to be the star running back that they got from Oregon, like I said. He's coming over to play with them also. When you think about them being ranked number 23, all their good pieces coming back and some new pieces coming in, I think Lincoln Riley has something good on his hands. So You remember when Lincoln Riley was at Oklahoma? How were his defenses? They were trash. I mean, they were always trash. He was able to stay nationally relevant because his offensive would put up such gaudy numbers. The same success he saw in the Big 12 is going to be the absolute same success that I believe he's going to see in the Pac-12. Neither conference is really known to have great defenses or even powerhouse teams. Who's the best team in the Pac-12? Do they scare you? Utah? Not really. Oregon? I mean, at times they can be kind of gimmicky. Who's the best team in the Big 12 outside of Oklahoma? Does Baylor scare anybody? Texas? Let me tell you something about Texas. Now, this is going to be coming from the perspective of a Buckeye fan. You guys have not had a solid team since Colt McCoy left. You guys had a good wave where Vince Young was there, and then he passed the reins off to Colt McCoy. You guys have been saying, "Oh my God, this is a year." Anytime you guys go 2-0, Texas is back. Texas is back, and then you guys fall off, and you're 6-6. I don't think you guys are going to be coming back anytime soon. As a matter of fact, you guys are going to be going to the SEC. I think you guys are going to be looking like lunch meat here soon. But I digress. So think about when he was playing in the Pac-12, or excuse me, think about when he was playing in the Big 12. No real competition. He just got to get to the he got to the playoffs pretty easily. Didn't really have a ton of competition that could have really stopped him. And when you think about the success the Big 12 has had in the college football playoffs, they haven't had any. As a matter of fact, they haven't even won a game in the college football playoffs. The Pac-12, they've almost been just as bad. The only difference is Oregon actually won one game versus Florida State. That was in 2014. That was a game where Jameis Winston was getting killed. He had the thing where he dropped back like this and the ball slipped out his hand and he's sliding all over the place and they just got embarrassed. So at least the Pac-12 has that one win, but they've been just as bad as the Big 12 in big games. And Riley, like him or hate him, he is a great head coach and he'll have no problems beating the weak Pac-12 teams. So to go back and answer the question that I first posed in this video, can USC live up to the hype? Absolutely. Not only can USC live up to the hype, I think they can live far beyond and outplay the hype. I think they'll play better than what most people will think they'll play at. And mark this day too. Today is February 18th, 2022. USC will be in the national championship game within 2 years. Mark that down in your calendar. Lincoln Riley, he's in a much better spot, a much better position at Southern California than he ever was in Norman, Oklahoma. I mean, he has his wish at being at a top-tier program. To all you OU fans, I'm sorry, but I don't believe you guys are elite. Now, this is coming from the perspective of a Buckeye. When I think about elite programs, I'm thinking about Alabama. I'm thinking about Ohio State. I'm thinking about Georgia, teams that have had some recent success. I would put OU somewhere kind of in that mid-tier. And again, this is just as a Buckeye fan. I don't mean any disrespect. So I digress again. But he got his wish at being in a top-tier program, and he has all of the pieces starting to fall into place. It's going to make this a very fun, interesting college football season coming up. I think USC is going to be a really, really dangerous team. But that's just what I think. I could be wrong. Tell me what you think. Tell me down below in the comments if I had it all wrong or if I had it all right. I really like responding back to you guys. You guys are really knowledgeable in college football, so I really enjoy it. So, got another video dropping for y'all later. Hope you guys like it. I want to talk about all the college fan bases and which one is the worst. Until then, I got nothing left to say. Y'all take care.